What's crack? Lacking. We are here for the Week 15 Fantasy Football Playoffs. Can you guys believe how fast the season went by? My hair is out of control. What is cracking, everybody? I see questions already popping. So what we're going to do here, Disco just left his show from the morning. Great show, by the way. He'll be in here in a minute. We're going to go over each game. We're going to give you one pick'em that each of us have as a lock from each game. And then we're going to take all your guys' questions all the way through. I see you in there, Hokey. What's good, my man? Hokey is asking. There he is. What's good, Disco? 1 QB, 6 points. Darnold, Knicks, or AR5. I like Knicks in that situation with the best matchup for 6 points. PD or TD. Who do you like there?
I'm going Darnold.
Good shot. You like Darnold versus Chicago?
It's 6 points passing touchdowns. Hell yeah.
Because he's throwing 5 touchdowns last week. Yeah. I mean, I just like Knicks in the matchup a ton.
Okay, so let's be honest. Who do we think is going to have a better production this week for Denver? The passing game or the running game, or both?
I mean, Indianapolis struggles everywhere. So, I mean, they're like the pot of gold all the way around. Tight end, wide receiver, running back. They don't stop anything.
Yeah, but like, are we anticipating 5 touchdowns in that game?
I could two passing touchdowns at least from Knicks. I'm calling.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the game total, the game script for Darnold against Chicago. He's cooked them in the past. I think Jordan Addison is due for another spectacular week, and I think sprinkling a little bit. TJ Hawkinson. I like them a lot this week.
I'm not against it.
I gotta set my fantasy lineups.
Go for it. Need one wide receiver, one flex, 0.5 PPR, DK, BTJ, Rashad White. Bucky looks like he's going to be out there. So, I mean, Rashad White is a tough matchup. I still like as a flex play, but I like DK a lot this week. Did you take DK or Rashad White?
Rashad White's the safer floor. DK's the higher ceiling. Go with whatever you need there.
That's what I'm thinking as well. He says another one, 3 straight from Hokey. 0.5 PPR, Kincaid or Pat Freiermuth. I would love to say Kincaid, but I'm not going to trust him on his first game back. I'm going to go with Pat, who's on fire in a good matchup. You like Pat or Kincaid?
I'm 100% in agreement with you, buddy.
I like it. What's good, Daniel? Couple of questions. Playing Lamar, and I have Kraft and Andrews. Who should I start? Bucky, if he plays, even though I have a decent bench. Tua. I like Tua a lot more than Herbert, but I like Herbert as well. Tua's been on fire, man. He's been the QB1 for the past 3 weeks combined.
All right. So in our matchup, I just benched Travis Etienne for Pop Douglas, and I'm riding with Bucky Irving and Caleb Williams. I'm going Caleb Williams over Kirk Cousins, even though the matchup is better for Kirk Cousins.
I did the same thing in Community First, by the way. I benched Cousins for Caleb.
I gotta set Community First now because I already fucked myself, especially since it looks like Njoku's going to play. I panicked because everybody and their mom, including Rip, told me that Njoku wasn't going to play, so I played Robinson instead. I'm just shocked.
They gave that information early, though. It really hurt people that had early games.
Because now I got to bench McCormick or Najee for Breece Hall.
Oh man, do you trust Breece Hall this week?
I have to play at the ceiling because I'm playing from behind.
Yeah, I mean, God, I have a situation with Breece Hall, Keenan Allen, and Jaden Reed, and I can't decide.
Breece Hall is the safer floor.
How much work is he going to get?
And the best matchup. Keenan Allen has a great matchup, but volatile quarterback play. Are you stacking with Caleb in that one as well?
In Community, I have DJ Moore, yeah.
Oh, no, I was asking if you're stacking Keenan.
No. Just I have Drake May. It's the 14 man.
Yeah, I mean, Breece Hall is your floor play. Same with Keenan. Just there's volatility in both situations, and Jaden Reed's all ceiling, no floor, so it really depends on what you're looking for there. I think Jaden Reed gives you the ultimate ceiling play, but it's also tough. That's a tough situation. I would personally lean Jaden Reed because I'm all about the ceiling.
Yeah, God, he gave me a 0 last week. He's hard to trust. Who do you like out of Kraft and Andrews? I think I like Kraft. I don't like the game script for the Ravens.
Andrews.
You like Andrews even in a tough matchup versus the Giants? Good against
It's let's be honest. Giants have not faced formidable tight ends, and when they have, they've gotten torched. And Andrews has been a touchdown scoring machine as of late. He started off too slow, but he's just been great as of late. So I'm going to go with your studs. You got to play your studs. I'm going Andrews.
I like the block on Lamar Jackson too. I didn't see that you're playing against Lamar, Daniel. I would definitely play the block. What's up, bro? He says Darnold, Nix, or Kyler. I like Kyler a ton this week. I think you're going to agree on that one.
Who?
Darnold, Nix, or Kyler?
Who'd you like?
Kyler.
Yeah, it's
too good of a
match. Kyler gives you the most rushing upside. Nix, at first he gave you a lot of rushing upside, but like the last 4 or 5 weeks, he has not, which is absolutely terrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kyler. The rushing upside, even though Darnold has a better matchup, going Kyler. It's a great matchup for Kyler still.
I agree. Kylie says Ertz or Henry. Hunter Henry, I like a lot. And Thielen or Reed. You're definitely going sincere over ETN. You can't trust ETN. Thielen or Reed is tough because I really like Thielen a lot this week. But Reed's, God, when Dobbs is out there, he explodes. And this could be a shootout game.
I'm going Henry, Thielen, and ETN.
I'm going to go Henry, Thielen, and Sincere. I really like Sincere's matchup versus Atlanta. What's good, Bones? Shout out to you. How you doing, brother? Jeff says full PPR, Ridley, Myers, or BTJ. It's Ridley for me against Cincy. I bet you're gonna go BTJ because you like the touchdown ups. You're gonna go Myers?
Yeah, I'm going Myers, man. BTJ, like once again, Mac Jones is throwing the football. I hate Mac Jones. BTJ,
Ritter?
Even though he's had good production the last couple of weeks and a lot of target share and is literally their only target there, he hasn't done anything until the second half. And I think that's way too volatile. Sure, the ceiling is there, but the ceiling's capped at 16 fantasy points. Myers has one of the best matchups in football. And even though Desmond Ritter's a fucking shitter, Desmond Ritter the shitter.
I don't trust Ritter, man. I can't.
I really don't either, but I don't trust Will Levis with a half an arm. So I got to go with Jacoby Myers because the matchup's absolutely incredible. But they all have
they're all
everybody,
good.
but
Like
BTJ has a good matchup there. Sorry,
I like Ridley's matchup a lot too.
Yeah, I love Ridley's matchup. I hate his quarterback. I'm not invested in his quarterback. I'd rather invest in Tyler Boyd than Calvin Ridley because of the narrative aspect.
What's good, Chris? He says, need to hear the narrative on why Anthony Richardson and Jordan Love are smash plays this week. So Anthony Richardson is always the highest ceiling play pretty much you could get in fantasy football. But what's missing is Josh Downs. Josh Downs is now back, and this guy can break fantasy football. Playing at home, the Titans defense is beat up with injuries. I really do like Anthony Richardson a lot this week. Do you like A-Rich this week?
I mean, he's playable every week, but do I like him? Do I have him as a top 10? No.
What do you have him, 12, 15?
I have him at 13.
Okay. I mean, his rushing upside is just always something you can't ignore.
Yeah, but when it's not there, then the turnover downside is something you can't ignore either. So who would you play? Caleb Williams or Anthony Richardson?
I would play Anthony Richardson. Caleb Williams hasn't thrown a pick in I don't know, what is it, since week 5 or something crazy. I know he destroyed Minnesota last time. You get no weather. I just really like Anthony Richardson this week with Downs back. It just opens up everything for their offense. You nailed that at the beginning of the season when you said he's the glue to the team.
Criminally underrated.
He is.
And so if I'm playing Anthony Richardson, am I stacking him with Josh Downs this week?
Yes. Well, unless you believe the narrative of Michael Pittman is going to be the one or Josh Downs is going to be the one.
Well, it's going to be one of them, right? And I think both of them, there's room for both of them to eat, and I don't have Pittman. So would you start, because I started Debo. So would you start Brian Thomas Jr. or Josh Downs stacked with Anthony Richardson?
I would go Josh Downs. Brian Thomas is going to see the volume, but I think it's going to be a different look with him being the one now, and there's no help. None.
Would you start Brian Thomas? Would you start Brian Thomas Jr. or Brock Bowers?
Oh, man, dude! Michael Mayer got more involved with Ritter, and he saw more looks.
But that's because game script took away Bowers.
I know, but they could take away Bowers every time now. He's the focal point now of this offense. So I
Yeah,
mean,
this is true, and Atlanta's been very good against the tight end.
and they are. So I'm like, I want to say Bowers because he's a game breaker and he's been ridiculous. He's going to be tight end one like Laporta as a rookie again, probably.
London or BTJ?
London.
Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba or BTJ?
Jay Season? He's too hot right now. Jay Season.
Yeah, I just wish I didn't play Debo.
Yeah, no, God, he's absolutely killed it. Jordan Love, dude, you have to love this Seattle game. I think 46.5 is way too low for this game. This is a playoff fighting game. And when I'm looking at Seattle's defense, yeah, they have good corners. They've also given up, 230 passing yards a game over the past 4 against not great competition. So, and you get Romeo Doubs back. I think Jordan Love, Jaden Reed, everyone's going to explode this week for the Packers. He's kind of that guy that people don't really think about. Romeo Doubs has made the offense look at the numbers, man. When he's out there, their offense is powerful, and it hasn't been since. And I know they've had a couple injuries with Love throughout the season, but still, it's kind of weird how important he is to that offense.
Now, would you play Jacoby Myers or David Njoku if David Njoku's healthy?
God, Njoku's matchup is too good, but the weather is a little scary. I'm still going Njoku. He's getting 15 targets a game over the past 2. I can't ignore that. And the Chiefs are just struggling.
All right, somebody in the chat needs to let us know if there's any breaking David Njoku news prior to kickoff.
Oh, yeah, and if injuries pop in, guys, let me know in chat because I'm not looking at my phone either. Jeff Rogers says Otton or Hawkinson. I like Hawkinson by a mile on that one. Otton has a very tough matchup. I think you like Hawkinson over Otton as well.
I don't hate Otton, but I do love Hawkinson this week. So, yeah.
Thank you for the sub at watching YouTube. Welcome, brother. Kylie says defense, Denver or Washington. I'm going to go with Washington against Hainer. That's just a safer play. You could get some picks from Anthony Richardson in Denver. You always know that. But still, how many points do you think the Saints are going to score? I don't think they're going to score a lot this week.
Valid assessment. I respect the take. Okay, Najee Harris or Jacoby Myers?
If you like Jacoby Myers that much, you got to go Jacoby Myers over Najee at Philly. Philly's run D is nasty.
Yeah, but the usage is going to be there, especially with no Pickens. He might fall into the end zone.
But if they get blown out, how many carries is he going to get? If you think it's going to be a blowout.
You're right. Okay.
Right.
And like in a blowout game script, Jalen Warren's probably somebody you want to go with. Okay.
He's going to get the passing work. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fuck, I would love to play Najee, but I played Demarcus Robinson because Rip told me that David Njoku is 100% out. Thanks, Rip.
Thanks, Rip. Jordan Love or Bo Nix. What's up, vibe with Ronnie? I still like, dude, this is my QB 6 and 7. I love
I'll be right back.
Go for it. I love Jordan Love and Bo Nix. I mean, if you're looking at a matchup again where you look like you're going to get blown out, I would take, Bo Nix in a safe play. If you need the high ceiling play in a possible shootout game, I'd really love Jordan Love this week, and I have him ranked higher by 1. So I mean, they're side by side. I heard it might rain in Seattle, so that has me worried. I mean, as long as it's rain, Seattle plays in the rain all the time. I'm not worried about rain in Seattle. I'm only worried about like high winds and snow and freezing cold weathers more than I am rain.
Oh no, rain in Seattle?
The normal.
It never rains in Seattle.
Who do you like though, Jordan Love or Nix?
Love.
By how much? What do you have him ranked?
I have Love as QB 7, Nix as QB 10.
Okay, I have him 6 and 7, so they're pretty close there. Roger says, "Do you trust Bucky this week?" Oh, dude, Dowdle. I like Dowdle way too much this week. I have him at RB6.
Do you think Dowdle finds the end zone? There's no touchdown equity there for me for Dowdle. That's the only issue.
I think Dowdle's a 20-point play.
Whereas like Bucky has the touchdown equity because he's just that incredible. Just the volatility of the injury. I mean, Dowdle's the safe play for sure. Dowdle's the safe play. He's got one of the best matchups. You always want to start your running backs against Carolina, but Bucky's like the incredible ceiling play. It depends. Did you start Kupp on Thursday? Did you start Debo on Thursday? If so, I go Bucky.
The Chargers defense is back though too. So I mean, that's also kind of scary with Khalil Mack. They look nasty.
Listen, there's certain players where I don't give a shit about the defense. A healthy Bucky, I don't give a shit about the defense.
Okay. I'd still definitely take the Dowdle play. I like Dowdle way too much this week. Like Dowdle, if you have a question about Rico Dowdle right now, I'm going to say start him over most people you're going to ask me about right now. That's how high I am on Rico Dowdle.
Josh Jacobs.
I have Jacobs 5, Dowdle 6.
Okay. Zach Charbonnet.
I have Charbonnet at 9.
So you're starting Dowdle over Charbonnet?
Hmm?
I would not. Joe Mixon.
Mixon's at 3.
Okay. Chuba.
Chuba's at 8.
I'm starting Chuba 100%. Charbonnet and Chuba, I'm starting them over Dowdle. Dowdle is my RB 12.
But he's still up there. I mean, dude, you have to play your running back against Carolina. They just get hammered.
I don't disagree. I just don't think the touchdown equity is there for me personally.
Okay, so let's look at it like this then. Just because he only has like 4 TDs on the year. He has 1 TD, 4 TDs on the year. Okay, so 3 passing, 1 rushing. Okay, so past 2 weeks against the New York Giants and Cincy. Just hear this out. These defenses are better than Carolina versus the rush. Yes,
not by a lot,
but a little bit, right?
Not by a lot.
And he's gone for 123
over the last
yards.
month. It's debatable that Carolina's actually been better.
It's still close though, right?
Yeah, it's negligible.
And he's gone for 130 and 140 yards in both games.
Yeah, but as I said, I love the yards. The debate at hand is the touchdown equity. The rushing yards is enticing for sure, and I'm betting the over on the rushing yards. It's the touchdown equity I don't like.
Okay. What's good, EB? He says Waddle, Pacheco, or Tracy. I would definitely go Waddle here. I really
we didn't answer that one.
I didn't. What's good, Goshen's full PPR? Waddle, Amari Cooper, Judy Harrison. Pick 2 for me. It's Waddle and Cooper. I don't know if I'm going to trust Jerry Judy in a game that looks really bad weather right now.
And
Harrison Jr. And the press coverage tweet that you talked about yesterday. That was a great point. Who brought that up on Twitter?
Pat Fitzmaurice from
Fitzmaurice. So they play the most press coverage where Jerry Judy struggles the most for his press coverage, and you have bad weather. But if you have Njoku out there, like you were saying as well, I think it helps Judy a little bit here, a lot actually. But I don't know if I trust the weather in that game.
Yeah, I don't hate your assessment. The safer plays there are Waddle and Cooper. I would swap Waddle for Judy if what's his face if Njoku plays, because Judy's ceiling is just through the fucking roof, and you got a safe floor play with Amari Cooper, who has one of the highest.
Amari Cooper is going to have another big game here, bro.
Oh, brother, I've been preaching it.
You know that last week. Big Al with the super chat. So super chats are always straight to the front, bro. What's cracking like my guy? Tough call, Love or Herbert? I like Love still over Herbert.
Love.
And Herbert's banged up even in a good matchup. I know that the matchup is amazing. You have Ladd back out there too. I'm still going Love.
Oh, by the way, you missed a pick'em that we did last night when you left.
Which one?
I made another pick'em.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go each game. So I already took the Derrick Henry special for 72 yards, by the way. If you guys are not on Drafters, make sure you sign up with code SLEAZE, code DISCO, doesn't matter. And you can match the deposit up to $100. So we'll go through each game, and I'll let you lead off the game with your pick, and we'll take 1 pick of ours each, and I want to build just a 2-piece card for each game. So I put another 100 in, so I was like, well, let's just do it.
So I'm with the Henry special, I'm pairing DeVito over 179.5 passing yards. If we're looking on the season,
Ravens.
The Ravens have given up the 4th most fantasy production to quarterbacks. They've given up the most passing yards to opposing quarterbacks, well over 300 yards per game. Yes, I hate DeVito. Yes, I know Illuminor is injured, but 179.5 is a low-hanging fruit. I think it's very doable. So I'm pairing that with the Derrick Henry prop.
Okay. So for this game, I'll take your DeVito, and I already used the Henry special, so I'm not going to do that. And I am going to take Ravens, huh? Well, Mark Andrews 36 looks enticing. 1.5 field goals.
I think Zay Flowers' longest and Isaiah Likely are the 2 most intriguing, because I think Zay Flowers, even though he's not going to get a lot of target share, he could do it in one play.
What about 1.5 field goals from Tucker?
It's doable, but I think that they find the end zone every fucking time they're out there.
So bad. Morning. Yeah, I already paired the Henry. Damn it. Does he still get 105, 103?
Honestly, man, 1.5 passing touchdowns is doable for Lamar. I don't like the completions for him. Justice Hill rushing yards is Justice Hill's rushing yards is safer than Derrick Henry's, especially if you anticipate this is going to be.
That's what I like. So I'm just going to do a little $5 on each one. His passing yards went up to 179. That's fine. Okay, catch up here. Waddle, Pacheco, or Tracy. I like Waddle here a lot. I do like Pacheco to find the end zone as well, but Waddle's ceiling is phenomenal right now versus Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You like Waddle there as well?
Yeah.
Anthony says, I need help who to start. Fire away, brother. Fire all your questions, guys. We'll get through them, and then we'll go through each game, one pick 'em we'd like each. Phone says, decision time, sit one. D-Hop, MHJ, Neighbors, sit
D-Hop.
one. I'm going D-Hop. Yep, I agree. A4 says, hello, half PPR, Burrow or Daniels? Oh, my God. Dude. Eesh, Burrow is throwing for 300 yards a game. This guy's on fire, but the matchup
look at the weather in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going JD5 here as well. And he says Brees or Sutton. I'm going Sutton. Sutton's matchup is too good. I have Sutton at wide receiver 6. I know Brees looks amazing against Jacksonville. I don't trust it. I'm going Sutton.
I mean, I've disrespected Sutton every single week, and I'm going to continue to do it this week. I'm going with Brees.
Sutton's got such a good matchup.
I know, it's crazy. I know, and I'm stupid, but I don't care. I'm going with Brees.
Anthony says, who should I start? What's up, my man? AJ Brown, Mike Evans, or McLaurin? I like McLaurin here. I like Mike Evans too, but and AJ Brown, I like them all.
I'm never sitting AJ Brown, but McLaurin's like
the matchup is beautiful.
Everything's beautiful there. The only thing that we're missing is the volume. And AJ Brown's missing the volume. Mike Evans has the volume, but the matchup isn't ideal. McLaurin's your safe bet. Your ceiling play is AJ Brown. You can't go wrong with Mike Evans.
Yeah, I like all three. You're in a good situation there. Bone says leaning sitting D-Hop, but his floor might be the best. I agree with D-Hop on that one. I would sit D-Hop there. I mean, he's only getting 50% snaps and he's still seeing good volume. That's decent. But MHJ, Neighbors, ceilings through the roof with both if they pop. So I would take that. D-Hop's not getting enough volume.
Well, like if we're looking at who has the better opportunity against the Cleveland Browns secondary, it's usually the wide receiver 2. Ward does a heck of a job with wide receiver 1, and when on the field at the same time, Xavier Worthy and DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins draws the number 1 corner, so I'm and with the bad weather, I'm out on D-Hop this week, and I'll also like the unders on his props, but I'm not going to bet the unders because all I do is go over.
Dan in the building. What's up? Shout out to my guy. If you guys are not following NFL DFS picks, if you want to hop in, Dan, I'll send you the link, my guy, as well. He says, Bucky Irby playing. Who would you start, Rachaad White, Bucky, or Jaleel? I'm still going Bucky.
I'm going Rachaad White, man. Honestly, I'm going like Rachaad White down the stretch will score a touchdown every fucking game. He'll give you that receiving
He's
upside.
doing the same thing as last year.
He's doing the same thing as last year, and I'm not betting against Rachaad White. As much as I love Bucky Irving, and trust me, I love Bucky Irving to pieces, I'm going Rachaad White because he's matchup proof down the stretch, and I don't care how good Harbaugh is. We know that the game script that Todd Bowles and that offense like to go is air it out and make it very competitive, and simply by creating a shootout scenario. And I know that Harbaugh and Roman are like trying to lull you to sleep and play good defense, but it's tough to play good defense against Baker Mayfield and that offense who are just going to come after you. So
the first 6 weeks for Rachaad White, 0 touchdowns. Since week 7, he has, and this is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the bye, 6, 7 games. He is right back to 3, 4, 5, 8 touchdowns in 7 games.
Yeah,
so he's doing his stretch work right now.
Yeah,
which is bananas.
Yeah.
Pick 2, MHJ, Ladd, Terry, CD. That's Terry and CD for me on this one. You can't see CD Lamb versus Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a toss up between CD and Ladd. Terry is 100% the guy who's in, but yeah, I'm gonna go Terry and CD because Ladd's coming off of an injury.
EB, I think this one's easy. This is Stroud easy for me. I have Russell Wilson really low this week.
Yeah.
Julian, what's up, my man? He says Laporta or Hawkinson. Man, I love both these tight ends this week. This is my tight end 5 and 6. If you're going for the shootout game, I would go Laporta. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of these guys. Who would you take in a 50-50 coin flip here?
My heart is telling me Laporta. Logic in the matchup is telling me Hawkinson.
Right.
So when I see Laporta, please don't listen to me, guys, because like I have an undying love. I have an undying love and affinity for Sam Laporta because I called him last year as the tight end 1 after he got drafted to Detroit, and it's smashed, and it's clearly and like literally my only claim to fame other than Jamar Chase, no matter what. So when there's a Laporta question, the blinders are on. Do not listen to my response.
What's up, Protect Your QB? He says Knicks or Darnold's 1 PPR, so 1 point PPR. I don't think that really matters for QBs. I like Knicks here still. I know Darnold has a good matchup for Chicago, played good last time. I just really don't trust Darnold in the fantasy playoffs.
Protect your QB. What's your bench? Answer what's your bench, and I'll give you my answer, buddy, because you look like you lift.
He wants to know what he's benching.
Yeah, I want to know what's your bench. What's up? I'm peacocking here. You got to let me fly.
JJ86. Hi, chaps. Commanders, Cardinals, Chiefs. Who are the best defense this week? I would go Commanders versus Jake Haener. But the Chiefs now, with the weather looking like in Cleveland being terrible, could be a good matchup with Winston throwing the picks like he does. But I would definitely, 51-49 Commanders over the Chiefs.
I'm going to go with a team that takes the ball away and gets sacks, which is Kansas City. They blitz a heck of a lot, and I'm going to go with a team that's got a matchup where the quarterback throws a lot of picks. I think Washington is going to be sound. They're not going to give a lot of points. But then again, Washington's defense has been atrocious at times this year. I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, man, over Jake Haener?
Yeah, over Jake Haener, because I don't think Jake Haener is going to throw the ball a heck of a lot. And if he does, it's going to be very safe plays. And Jake Haener is very capable of throwing the safe passes.
Fresno State, baby. Go Bulldogs. Shout out. Rondell Thompson says Judy or Cook. Oh, my God. You're going to say James Cook. I know it.
Always.
I don't really like either one of them. It's super close. You have a terrible matchup for Judy going with the weather. The matchup's actually not bad. It's just the weather and the situation. James Cook's only
bump coverage
and the press coverage, and he's only seeing like 45% snaps for Cook. It's a shootout game. I'd probably go Cook barely.
Yeah, play the totals.
Mark Schaffner, Dowdle, Higgins, Rashad White. It's always Dowdle. I like Dowdle too much this week for me.
Rashad.
He likes Rashad. Hokey again. What's good, my guy? Hi again, guys. Going to ask to see if you agree Darnold or Knicks. 6-point TD. I still like Knicks.
Darnold.
I know you like Darnold. Yep. Matthew Spicer, Waddle or BTJ. I like Waddle a ton in this game. He has been blowing up. The Dolphins offense is 300 straight passing yard games. Tua's had 2 multiple TD games. He's been QB1. You get the Houston Texans, you get the Dome, and you get the defense that gives up massive passing yards, and they're good versus the run. And the Dolphins can't run the ball anyways with their offensive line, so they're going to have to pass heavy every single game. So that's why I love all the Dolphins the rest of the way down the stretch here. Matt McLean says half PPR Waddle or Breece Hall. I still like Waddle over Breece Hall.
Yeah, I love Waddle, but half PPR I'm going Breece. More touchdown upside. Safer there.
I just don't know if I trust Breece Hall, and it really sucks.
I know, I do.
What's up, Raul? McBride is my tight end 1, everybody. So if the question has anything to do with McBride or anything, I'm always going to say McBride at tight end. Do you like John over McBride?
No.
Yes,
McBride's my tight end 1 as well. And this is the week he finds the end zone, and I haven't said it all year. I know everybody says it every week. This is the week he finds the end zone.
This is the week McBride catches Bowers. Let's go. EB says Pollard or Aaron Jones. Oof. Man, Aaron Jones has a great matchup. Chicago's been getting gashed. I know he practiced fully, but he's that guy that either plays, 70% of the snaps or 40% game by game. So I'd probably go Pollard.
Yeah, I'm going Pollard. Pollard's the top 10 running back for me this week.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust Aaron Jones.
No, if I love Jordan Addison, Hawkinson, and Justin Jefferson, I can't really love Aaron Jones as well. Somebody's got to be the odd man out. Just math is not math, and he could have a good game. The matchups there, the advantage is there, but I like the passing game and the air attack more than I like the running attack.
I agree. Jerry, what's up, my guy? Shout out to you. How we doing this morning? Rise and shine. Week 15 is here. What's good? Goshen says Pitts or Jonnu. This is my tight end 6 and 7. I actually like Pitts this week. The matchup is the best it could be. Do you like Jonnu's volume or Pitts for the upside?
I mean, if you want to say floor, go Jonnu. If you played Cooper Kupp or Deebo Samuel,
go for the upside of Pitts.
Go the upside of Pitts. But yeah, that's how I'm going to frame my answers, man. Honestly, because people are going to give you a hard time. I want to make you think. You guys are all sharp fantasy football minds. I'm not going to do the work for you. I'm just going to make you think. So whatever you need in your roster, that's how you're going to go.
Well, I'd put it like this. I mean, every time I think of Jonnu, I look at the matchup, and I don't think the matchup matters, right? Because you have Tyreek Hill and Waddle and HN everywhere out the backfield. It makes the defense a nightmare. Houston is a top 3 team versus the tight end, but I still like Jonnu.
Yeah, I mean, like if we're looking at the last 2 weeks and last 4 weeks, they have been susceptible to tight end production.
What are they at right now?
Well, like okay, so last 2 weeks they only played one game, right? If we're
Right, they're
looking,
the bye. Yeah.
so if we're looking at fantasy points, they gave up 13.5 fantasy points their last outing. Who did they play their last outing?
Before the bye, they lost. I know that. I think they played. Oh no, they beat Jacksonville.
Yeah, but Evan Ingram and Mac Jones on the game that Trevor Lawrence went out. 13.5 fantasy points. I like.
It was more garbage time though. It
I
was hella
John
garbage
Moore
time.
because that's okay. So let's look at the last 4 weeks. Last 4 weeks, if you subtract the fact that there's one game, they've had some not great tight end matchups, but they've given up 16.35 fantasy points.
Chicken Conquo doesn't count. Let's be serious here.
It does count though, because that's where they're weak and susceptible. And Aziz Al-Shaair is still not playing this week, and he's a good lockdown coverage backer.
Yeah, but he had a one play for 70 yards, and it was just a fluke play. It was a wide open.
So 3 weeks, the average is 16.35. If we're factoring in the last 2 weeks, the average is 13.35. So the floor is safer for Jonnu. The ceiling is higher for Pitts, but Kirk Cousins is being fucking weird.
I know. That's the hardest part, but God, I have them 6 and 7 right there, Goshen. So I mean, I like them both, but I like Disco's breakdown as well. That's a great assessment. Evie says Hopkins, Dell, Devonta Smith, or Ridley. I know what you're gonna say. You like Tank Dell here, right?
Yep.
You like Tank Dell. I would go Ridley then Tank Dell. I like Ridley a lot versus Cincy. His volume's gonna be massive.
Yeah, Miami gives up a lot of production to the slot the vast majority of the time, to the slot and the tight ends, and obviously the receiving backs. That's why Joe Mixon's such a smash play. I'd rather bet on Tank Dell because I love him as a player than Dalton Schultz. And I think he's going to get funneled a lot of opportunities, and 3.5 receptions is free money.
I agree. All right, so keep the questions coming. We're going to move on to game 2. We're going to go game by game. I will let you take the first pick in every single game from either team you want. Who do you like from the Cincinnati Titans game as an absolute lock this week?
Andre Yoshivach over 13.5 longest reception.
You're going to take Yoshi at 13.5. I'm going to take Calvin Ridley at 4.5 receptions. And I'm going to lock that one. I'm doing a little $5 on each one.
Where's Tyler Boyd at? I want to sprinkle in some Tyler Boyd. I'm okay.
Or should we go for a 4-piece from each game?
I'm not going for a 4-piece. So I'm going to do your bet there with Yoshivach and Ridley, but I'm also going to do Yoshivach and Tyler Boyd for another bet. So
I like that one.
Both longest reception at 13.5. The revenge game narrative is just so enticing.
It is. He doesn't do much, but it is. Hokey says struggling BTJ or DK. I have DK a lot higher than BTJ. I have DK at 16, BTJ at like 27. I think it's gonna be a different look for him as the focal point. Mac Jones, I know he still saw the volume. I mean, DK is just due to pop here, man. The matchup is great for the wide receiver 2 at Green Bay. I mean, I think he's gonna go for a 20-point game here. Do you like DK a lot this week?
I do.
Okay. Jerry Beckhouse says fantasy playoffs pool tournament. Let's go. I love it. Daniel says, thank you guys so much. It was cool to hear you guys answer my question. If you guys can, I have one more of Nico, Adams, Amon-Ra, and Higgins starting. Thielen and Irving on my bench. Best 4 out of the 6. So you definitely have to start Amon-Ra, Adams, and Nico. Higgins, Thielen, and Irving, or who do you like out of the 6? 4 out of that 6. I'll let you take it first.
So I agree. Nico, Adams, Amon-Ra, love them all, even though there's bad weather in Jacksonville. So Adams might be on the fringe. But there's also bad weather in Tennessee, and I don't like Higgins at all. I hate Higgins. Bucky Irving, bad matchup coming off of an injury. Thielen, right? Thielen, great matchup. He's been absolutely spectacular. I'm not overthinking it. I'm riding with Thielen.
I'm going Nico, Adams, Amon-Ra, and Thielen as well.
Yeah.
He said, forgot about BTJs there as well. I still like Thielen over BTJ.
Yeah, not interested in BTJ.
Bones says, saw some meme earlier with a zesty pic of Hayner that said he's going to call for a tush push on 3rd and 20. Dude, Don't be putting my Bulldogs down like that, man.
I like that.
Pay the fans. Good morning. Need some help. I have Kincaid. First game back. I don't trust. Neither do I. Would I take a flyer on Schultz, Fant, or Smart, or Jordan Akins in bad weather if Njoku doesn't play?
Who am I going to say, Sleaze?
He's going to say Stone Smart is the smash play this week.
And it's SMARTT. Make sure you get the double T right. Stone Smart. All receiver, no blocking. That's why Greg Roman. That's why the man Harbaugh. That's why they didn't play him, because he's a great receiver. But here's the thing: fantasy football, you don't care if he's a good blocker or not. You just want the fucking receptions, and he's gonna get it. It's a great matchup. I'm going Stone Smart.
Okay, so how about this? Where do you rank Stone Smart as your tight ends right now in the week?
He's my tight end 12.
12. Okay, and where do you rank Kincaid?
He is my tight end 22.
22. Okay,
yes.
Damn. All right. And Schultz has one of the best matchups coming off his first touchdown of the year, his first 10-point game. You don't like him? It's impossible to trust.
Tight end 18.
Okay.
Fant,
there you go.
Tight end 29.
I would still go. I'm not starting Stone Smart in the playoffs, but if you want to take the shot at a great matchup, you
Smart. What's crack-a-lackin'?
I'm going Kincaid. He goes, my squad. He asked how much he benched. Didn't give us the bench rep protect.
Listen, man, I didn't ask you for your fucking squad, bud. I asked you for your bench. Like, I'm peacocking. Okay, let's look at this. Yeah. Your bench technique needs work.
Squad is Chase, Shakir, B. Rob, Hubbard, Aaron Jones, McBride. So I love Chase, love Shakir, love B. Rob, love Hubbard. Aaron Jones, I love McBride, tight end 1. Washington D. You're flexing McLaughlin. I like that's dangerous. I like it though.
Living dangerously. It's a great matchup.
It is, and if he gets the workload, could be a very sneaky flex play with Jaleel McLaughlin this week. It's just hard to trust that Denver running back rotation.
Absolutely.
Smash the like button. Exactly. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Smash the like button. Smash the subscription if you're new. Fire the questions away. We got another hour here, and we're going to cover each game with a pick 'em that we like, and then we'll go over each one. We've already gone through 4. We'll answer a couple more questions here, then we'll go to the next one. Half PPR, Waddle or Breece Hall? Same question again. I like Waddle still.
Breece.
That's Breece Hall.
Half PPR, I'm going Breece.
EV says Evans, BTJ, DJ Moore, Devonta Smith need 1.
Evans.
Oh my God, you're going Evans?
Yes.
DJ Moore dropped 26 on Minnesota last time. I'm going DJ Moore in a dome, no weather. I like DJ Moore a lot this week.
Question: was Keenan Allen 100% last time they played Minnesota?
Keenan Allen dropped 20 points as well.
Okay. I'm just asking, like, I'm generally curious.
Yeah, they dropped 46 combined together.
Yeah,
all in one half. They did nothing in the first half, too.
You could be right, but like the situation there is so gross. I just don't want to bet on Chicago Bears players, unfortunately.
I'm not against it. I mean, Caleb's all over the place, but I still like them a lot in this matchup this week.
I mean, I'm playing them.
Noah, what's good? We are through 2 slips right now. I'll show you what we have so far, and then we're going to do each game. We'll hop in the next game here.
What was it, babe? Was it Noah that won yesterday? No, Noah, you should have stuck around, buddy. I think you won the duck race, but you weren't there to claim it at the end, buddy, and you didn't message me on X. I apologize. We're gonna reshuffle it. God bless you.
So far, we took the Derrick Henry special, by the way, Noah, so that one's gone. I took Tommy DeVito over the passing. I'm only doing two-piece cards. Justice Hill over the rushing, 16.5. Calvin Ridley over the receptions, and Losavas over the longest reception. That's our first 4 right now. And we'll hop into game 3 right now. Let Disco, who's your lock for game 3 here? I have, it changed on me. Now we're at Dallas, Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I have to. Chuba over 15.5 receiving yards or over 9.5 longest reception. The matchup is so incredible for receiving backs in particular. I think he gets that usage and then some.
Okay. I'm going to lock that in. I am also going, I really like Bryce Young's rushing yards too. I'm going to lock in Rico Dowdle over 81.5. I'm going to take that for 5. I'm going to lock that in. I already got so many bets going. I'm just doing a small one for each game here. Catch back up with the chat. Nick says, please help me. Jaden Daniels is my QB. Do I run Brian Robinson or Rico Dowdle? You have to get both those guys in your lineup, man. Brian Robinson and Rico Dowdle cannot be sitting this week.
Well, it depends on who else he has, right?
I'm so high on Rico, I don't even care.
I know. PPR format, I think Rico has a higher ceiling, but I think Brian Robinson has more touchdown equity. So it really depends who else you have in your lineups. Because if you're playing like a Jahmyr Gibbs and you got both of these guys who were late draft picks, right? It only makes sense.
Right.
That you play like a Saquon or a Henry.
The rest of your roster, Nick, I guess is what I'm
just give us the rest of your running backs and your flex.
Yeah. Matthew Spicer says Pitts or Kraft. I like Pitts. I know Pitts is hard to trust, but I love the matchup too much this week. Kirk's been all over the place. I'm still going Pitts. You like Kraft or Pitts?
Kraft is the safe floor. Pitts is the high ceiling. I mean, yeah, that's how I'm going to answer it from now on.
Well, I mean, with Romeo Doubs back as well, you got more in the mix for the Packers too for targets. I mean,
yeah, just leaves the middle more open for Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft and the flats. So
it does. Siba says, should I swap Bowers out? Not many options left aside from Pitts. No, I'm still rolling Bowers. You cannot sit the tight end one in fantasy football just because 1 week. I'm still
Kyle Pitts is on your waivers. Fuck, man, I'm in the wrong fantasy leagues. I really am.
Njoku is out according to Bones. Is the update right now? Okay, let's see here. Njoku inactive, locked out. Okay, there you go. So if you guys have David Njoku in your rosters, get him out right now, guys. He is out for the game, which makes Jordan Akins a very sneaky sleeper play.
I don't play Akins in DFS slates.
Dustin Hopkins is out. Bones is dropping. This is what I love, Bones. Keep dropping all the news you can as we're going through it. And Andrew, what's up, my guy, Andrew? Breece Hall officially active. Pollard officially active. Greg Joseph will kick this week for the Commanders. Zane Gonzalez is out. Quincy says, is Zach Charbonnet a good start? 100% Zach Charbonnet is a good start. He's my running back 9. MHJ or Jacoby Myers in full PPR from Bulldog. That is as tough as it gets, bro. Do I want to go MHJ in a great matchup versus Chris Gonzalez, or do I want to go Jacoby Myers with Desmond Ridder in an amazing matchup? Who do you like here, MHJ or Myers?
Marvin Harrison Jr. I just don't trust Ridder.
By how much?
I love Jacoby Myers. I love him this week. Everything is saying in my heart, like the matchups, everything is saying go Jacoby Myers. Desmond Ridder is fucking a piece of shit.
I know it's tough. I'd still go with the better quarterback play. I agree, even though the matchup could be a little tougher, but still, New England's been bad versus the pass. It's just how much Gonzalez does he see?
Well, I mean, Christian Gonzalez, like we said yesterday, and like I said earlier, he, like Patrick Surtain, cannot travel 100% with the number one receiver because you lose your defensive integrity. They know you're in man coverage, so they just call man beaters everywhere else and kill you everywhere else. And defenses have to have some sort of man integrity and some sort of zone integrity. So based off of scheme integrity defensively, it doesn't make sense for Christian Gonzalez to be on Marvin Harrison Jr. 100%. This isn't Madden.
Right. Yeah. We got a Kells 22 says, do you trust Tucker? I'm assuming you're thinking Justin Tucker here because he's been off. I like Justin Tucker versus the New York Giants. And this offense is terrible. They could probably get 5-6 touchdowns, possibly a bunch of field goals. They got a 16.5 point spread. You have to like the kicker here. Hokey says 0.5 PPR Rashad White or BTJ. I like Rashad White. I do not like BTJ this week. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, with you.
Would y'all do Sincere or Tank Bigsby? I'm rolling out Sincere. I like him a lot versus Atlanta on Monday.
Which Tank is that, bud?
I think it's Tank Bigsby, running back question.
I'd go Sincere. Now, would you go Sincere or Najee?
Sincere.
Over Najee?
Yep.
I can't do that. You got to play your studs, bro.
I like Sincere a lot this week.
I can't do that.
Stone Smart from Charlie over Otten. There we go. Dude, are you really going to roll out Stone Smart over Otten Disco? You like that?
100%. Charlie, shout out to you. You are a smart person. And he also spelled smart smartly. I am so smart. SMRT. Shout out to Homer J. Simpson. Let's go.
Man, the opportunity and matchup is absolutely beautiful for Stone Smart. I cannot start Stone Smart.
I am starting him everywhere. Dallas Goedert's out.
EV says Otten or Calcaterra. I cannot start Calcaterra over Otten.
But the matchup is great for Calcaterra, but I cannot be invested in both AJ Brown and Calcaterra. So for that, I'm going to go Otten. But like it's tough. Other than last week, since Mike Evans has come back, like
He's been nothing.
Auden has shriveled up into like the chode that he is that we've seen all year up until Godwin and Evans. So it's tough, man. It really is tough.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next game. Keep the questions coming. We'll answer every single one of them. Cleveland Brown, Kansas City Chiefs. What's your number one lock in this game?
I'm still going over with like it's either Xavier Worthy receiving or longest receptions because of what's allowed against the wide receiver too. And I understand the weather is bad, but if I'm investing, okay,
It's still low at 39.
If I'm investing in any quarterback that can throw in bad weather, it's Patrick Mahomes and it's Josh Allen. And Patrick Mahomes happens to play in bad weather game, and Josh Allen happens to play in a dome this week. So wide receiver 2 opportunity is huge. I'm going to go. I've gotten the longest reception quite a bit. It's higher than it's been all week.
18.5.
So I'm going to go with the receiving yards here. I think Xavier Worthy's going to go nuclear today, despite the weather.
Okay, 39.5. I am going to throw in my Browns pick of Jameis Winston over 234.5 passing yards, even in bad weather. This guy slings it. They can't run against Kansas City. I'm going to lock that in for a little one there. And then let's catch back up with the chat here. Kel says Juwan Johnson or Stone Smart. You got to go Stone Smart. You can't trust Jake Haener with Juwan Johnson.
Yeah.
Protect your QB's back. He says, laughing off the flex. McLaughlin. Oh, McLaughlin, the kicker. Okay. I don't really like McLaughlin that much versus the Chargers this week. I think there's better kicker options, by the way.
But what's your bench?
Yeah, what do you bench at the gym?
What do you bench, dog?
Love the duck races at the end. Disco always doing the quack, quack, quack. It's because I was driving to stay with some old college buddies. My bad, I couldn't stick around. Always talking about missing your giveaway.
Listen, man, it's okay. We're going to be doing every Wednesday and Friday duck races. So I apologize, brother.
You can't bench Josh Jacobs or HN. No, you cannot. You can never bench Josh Jacobs or HN.
So this was like, who was it? It was Rico Dowdle and Brian Robinson Jr., right? At the flex.
Right. So this is the question. Josh Jacobs, HN, Brian Robinson, Dowdle.
Yeah, so I would say Brian Robinson Jr. is all I meant out.
Yep. Flowers or MHA. I do not like Flowers at all in this game script, guys. I have Flowers at my wide receiver 36. He's very low. He could pop a big one, obviously, every play, but I just don't like the game script of the Giants. I'm going MHJ.
Yeah, I mean, they're both very volatile and very volatile situations and game scripts and just different scenarios. But Marvin Harrison Jr. just has a better matchup.
I agree. Jeff says full PPR, Shakir or Waddle. Wow. I like both of them. I have them like 27, 26 or 28, 27. They're side by side. I'm going to go with Shakir, barely.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to my research. It says don't play tight ends or slot receivers against Detroit and play wide receivers against Houston. So I'm going Waddle.
I'm not against either one. I like them both a lot, Jeff. I'd want to know who you're benching Shakir for. I still do like Shakir. How many points will Kamara get? I'm a bit iffy on him, to be honest, but I've only Isaiah. You're starting Kamara over Isaiah Davis or Jalen Warren. I just don't know, man. It sucks with the Haener situation right now. I mean, you saw Kendra find the end zone.
I think his floor is 12 to 15 PPR.
You're still starting Alvin Kamara,
yeah,
for sure.
His floor is safer than the other two ceilings currently.
My other running backs I have start sit HN Jacobs. You can't bench anything as a Brian Robinson. I'll let you choose three. We got that on that one. We covered that. EB says D-Hop, Bucky, Devonta Smith, Chubb, or Ridley. Chubb should never be a question this week. I don't really like him at all. I don't like D-Hop. I don't like Devonta Smith. It's Ridley or Bucky. Who do you like for this one?
I'm leaning Bucky because I don't trust Will Levis.
I'm leaning Bucky as well, over by a little bit over Ridley. Zay Flowers or Breece Hall. I'm going Breece Hall. I don't like Zay Flowers this week. Kevin Evans.
It's not that I don't like Zay Flowers. We don't like the game script, right? We could be very wrong where like the Giants play good football and Baltimore just like, hey, we want to put up 106 touchdowns because it's super possible against this terrible fucking run defense and pass defense. Like as I alluded to earlier, every team in the NFL is good at football and can compete and win except for the New York Giants.
Sorry, because you're a Giants fan, man. I'm still going Breece Hall though. Now this is a good one. Do you like? I like Goff a lot in the shootout potential game here over Darnold.
Yeah, I mean, play the totals.
And I'm playing the stack. If I'm playing Goff, I'd rather have the JMO stack and a big shot for it. Judy gives just the weather for Judy. I would say Judy way over JMO, but
yeah, I mean it's a better matchup for Amon-Ra St. Brown, but JMO is a great they're both very volatile ceiling plays. I'm not just gonna play JMO for the stack. I actually have Judy ranked higher than JMO despite the weather, and also according for the vacancy of David Njoku. So I'm going with Goff and Judy.
How many points you think happened in the Detroit Bills game?
I'm gonna say close to 70.
So you don't want JMO in that kind of game over
no because I think it's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Sam Laporta, and sprinkle in a little bit of David Montgomery potentially.
I mean, I love Judy too, so I mean, it's fine.
I got to stick to the numbers, right? Jameson Williams is a great wide receiver playing on the outside. This benefits the slot position, and Amon-Ra, because of his blocking ability, plays closer to the line of scrimmage, and therefore, when they do a play action or a motion that replicates a run that they've done, prior, where they're just trying to give a different wrinkle and different look, he's going to have that availability and that opportunity. And that's where Buffalo's weak. So if I'm going to invest very heavily in Amon-Ra St. Brown, I cannot be high on JMO as well.
I like that. I mean, oh my God! With it's just if the weather's absolutely terrible, like the update says, it's really tough for me to rank out.
Your assessment's bang on, man. But like Jerry Jeudy's going to get 15 targets, maybe Elijah Moore. Maybe like instead of it being Jordan Akins, it's an Elijah Moore game because his route patterns are very similar to what David Njoku's are going to be, and that's where the Chiefs are very bad against. So, I mean, Elijah Moore is now a great tertiary play.
He is. He's probably going to see 10 targets.
Yeah.
Nickham says, Debo. God, that's rough. Eric, I skipped your question. My bad. He says, hey, guys, need to flex full PPR options or Aaron Jones, Waddle, and Thielen. I'm going Thielen as well. I do like Waddle a lot, but Thielen.
I like all of your options, but I'm going Thielen.
I agree with that as well. Thielen's on fire right now. A-Chain to the moon. You know it, Noah. A-Chain, 2 tutties today. Write it down. I love it, chat. Keep the A-Chain hype rolling.
I don't love A-Chain this week, but if anybody can do it, it's against Houston. It's him.
Sorry, when you said man out, that means bench him. I'm going Dowdle over Brian Robinson, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Brian Robinson Jr. doesn't really matter if you're stacking with Jaden Daniels because he's not a receiving back. So it doesn't really matter.
Would you guys sit BTJ for Worthy? This is the first time on the year, and this sounds crazy, and I haven't said this once. I know Disco loves Xavier Worthy.
I love BTJ too. I had BTJ as a top 10 wide receiver coming into the season. I was out on Worthy. So,
who do you like this week, Worthy or BTJ? I
like Worthy.
Same here. I'm never gonna say start Javonte Williams. He lost his job last week before the bye. Bones.
Yeah, either him or Estime are going to get it back.
You think so?
I mean, realistically speaking, we've seen more 10-point performances from Javonte than we have from Estime and McLaughlin combined this year. Javonte is a safer bet, but it's still a 33% split, so I can never advise playing any running back from Denver. Unless you're doing a DFS lineup, then I would stagger all three in the same lineups. And we did that earlier because they have one of the best matchups in football.
I like that. They do. I think Jalil's going to be the leading running back again, though.
I'm telling you, this is the week we see Bo Nix run.
Where he doesn't run for 5 weeks straight, and then he just takes off running.
I fucking hate Sean Payton and love him at the same time.
What's up, Patrick? He says Jameis or Herbert at the later game with Ladd questionable. So the optimism is that Ladd's going to play. I'm pretty sure he's going to be out. This game is too big for the Chargers.
He's not been bumped up to 70% probability, so Ladd's going to play.
I like Herbert a lot over Jameis just because the weather. I mean, Kansas City's been getting passed on, but with terrible winds, terrible rain, wet conditions, I definitely play the safe.
I would say he says I could also pick up Kirk, Wilson, or Stroud. I would pick up Stroud over both of those names.
I do like Stroud over Herbert as well. I didn't even read that. My bad. Yeah, give me Stroud in that situation. Speaking of Stroud, let's pull up the next game here. Give me your lock for the Houston Texans, Miami. Pick one, any team. Fire it at me.
I have so many cards with Mixon receiving yards, but it's gone way too high. Longest reception I still absolutely love because, I'm going to go Mixon over 12.5 longest receptions. I just got to stick to the research. I love Jalen Waddle's longest reception because that's what they're giving us. I love Nico Collins' receiving yards because he's incredible. They took off the Tank Dell receptions, but I still like his receiving yards and his longest reception. But I'm gonna go Joe. It's either Tank Dell receiving yards or Joe Mixon longest reception. I'm gonna go Joe Mixon longest reception.
Okay, I locked it in. I'm gonna go with Tua 271.5 passing. Lock that in. He's been smashing this number every single week, and the Dolphins just can't run the football. So I think that's absolute gold this week. Joe, what's up, my guy? Joe Bordelou says, bro, we are in a panic at QB. May, Herbert, Williams, and Mayfield leading toward upside plays. Flexes D-Hop, MHJ, Elijah Moore, and Tyrone Tracy. This must be a deep competitive league. I like these questions. I'm going to go Justin Herbert in the QB category here. By a little bit. I think Caleb Williams could pop too against Minnesota. He dropped 28 or 29 on him last time, all in 1/2. And now you're in a dome. There's no weather there. When I'm looking at the flex, I don't like D-Hop a lot this week. And you're in a tough situation with MHJ, Elijah Moore, and Tracy, man. That's a really rough go. Who would you go here?
I'm going to go May for the rushing upside. I do agree with your assessment about Justin Herbert, but he is injured, and I cannot recommend the risk of playing somebody who could miss, 3+ quarters in a game, especially on a team that looks like they're going nowhere fast and actually taking a dip. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. So I'm going to say for upside, because you said you need the upside, rushing upside. Drake May gives you that more than any of the other guys, and then Marvin Harrison Jr.
I agree. I mean, you can't start Tracy at Baltimore. You can't start D-Hop in the weather. Elijah
I mean,
Moore,
you could.
I mean, you could, yeah.
You can't expect great results.
I agree with that. Hokey again says Kincaid, Pat Fryermuth, Noah Gray. I like Kincaid overall, Pat Fryermuth over all those. 0.5 Dynasty PPR. Should I consider dropping one of the above for Smart or maybe planning this week? No, I'm not dropping Kincaid or Pat Fryermuth or Noah Gray in Dynasty for Smart.
You can 100% drop Noah Gray for Stone Smart at this point.
Why? He got a contract and Travis Kelce might be done. It's Dynasty.
You might be right, but you're also trying to win out. And Stone Smart,
you're not going to start Stone Smart over Kincaid or Pat Fryermuth.
No, but if anything happens to Pat Fryermuth, or if he has a bad matchup for tight ends, Stone Smart, you could play the matchup game. Anyways, I think your assessment for Dynasty is correct in terms of Noah Gray, but
I think Noah Gray is going to be a steal in Dynasty next year.
Could be.
If Kelce is done again, he's already coming into the fold either way with Kelce out there.
Nate, if you need a safe floor play, I'd go MHJ. If you need the ceiling play, I'd go Bucky. Tracy's a must sit for me.
Tracy's on my set as well. I would go Bucky over MHJ a little bit, just by a little bit. Joe says, sorry, need one flex. Got you, Joe. Jeff says, I have Collins as my other wide receiver and Pollard at flex. What was Jeff's lineup? I gotta scroll back up here and find it. Do you remember what Jeff had? I forget what you had. So many questions going, Jeff.
Full PPR, Shakir, or Waddle things.
Oh, full PPR, Shakir or Waddle, Collins. At my other wide receiver. Yeah, you got to keep Collins and Pollard in. Yeah, 100%. So you have to go Waddle. I like them both, but I'd go Waddle, I guess. He talked me into it. I still like Shakir a little bit. Shootout game potential is a lot. Manball says, what's up, guys? Do I go Waddle or Tracy or Thielen in the flex?
Hooked on a Thielen.
Waddle and Thielen.
Yeah.
Both matchups are great. Thielen's been balling. Waddle's been balling. I mean, I have them ranked so close to each other. It's who do you like? Thielen by a little bit?
Here's what breaks Thielen and Waddle for me. Waddle's matchup is against a team coming off of a bye, but they give up chunk plays to long receptions, 4 touchdowns to opposing wide receivers. It's right in line with what Miami does, but he has to compete with Tyreek Hill for those. So it's a 50-50 opportunity for him or Tyreek Hill, or they both do decent. Whereas no team gives up more receptions in the last month
Cowboys
and in the last 2 weeks to opposing wide receivers than the Dallas Cowboys. He's been getting number 1 looks. He's one of the most targeted players. Bryce Young trusts him, and he goes to him early and often. Thielen's going to get the volume. He's a safer floor, and he's a very high ceiling play. I love Thielen. We're hooked on a Thielen this week.
I do like that, but I like Waddle too, man. Though, so I think you're in a good situation.
Yeah, I don't hate Waddle either, but I think Thielen's just the best play overall.
Oh man, you got to go Monty.
Got to play the total, but like Sharp is a fucking smash play for receptions this week.
Yeah, I like Charbonnet a ton here too. I mean, this is my RB8 and RB9. So I mean, you're in a good situation, Nick. I mean, when you're looking at the Buffalo game, that could be a 80-point game. The goal line back of David Montgomery, you cannot sit. KJ says, why no JMO? He's always boomer bust. I do like, I've only said to start JMO twice this year on this show, and this is the only other time I'm saying I like JMO as a start, just because the game could be so high scoring, and you could, he could break anytime. He could break a deep bomb. So I've never really liked the boomer bust start with him, but in a game that could be an 80-point game, that's the only reason I like JMO as a possible flex play this week. Neighbors are Garrett Wilson from EB. I still like Garrett Wilson. I don't care about the weather. He's still going to see more, better quarterback passes, I guess you'd say, than Tommy DeVito throwing to Neighbors. You like Neighbors or Wilson?
Garrett Wilson.
Same here. A-Rich or Jordan Love. I have Jordan Love super high this week, Jerry, but I'd also have, A-Rich for 20-plus points this week as well. But I'm still going Jordan Love. John Doe says start 5. Hall, Pacheco, H.A. Metcalf, Neighbors, Adams, Hopkins. So H.N. always has to be in there. Pacheco has to be in there. Cleveland gives up a rushing touchdown every single game. So, I mean, that's a good play there, especially with bad weather. He'll probably see more work.
He gave us 7 names, so I'm sitting Hopkins and Neighbors.
I'm sitting Hopkins and Neighbors as well. Exactly what I would do. I like that. Kareem Hunt revenge game. The Kareem Hunt revenge game narrative is there. I do like that for his drafters pick. And what is Hunt's rushing at right now? Do you know?
No, I'm doing a whale at the moment.
And you don't even tell me? That's selfish.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get fucking sniped.
All right. We're gonna move on to the next game. Keep the questions rolling here. So Jets, Patriots. What's your number one lock for the Jets Patriots game?
It's not Jets Patriots. It's
sorry,
this is the second time you've made the mistake of calling Mac Jones the quarterback of the Patriots, and I'm kind of offended, man.
His picture is a Patriot picture.
I'm kind of triggered, sir. I would say Mac Jones over 0.5 interceptions.
Okay, that's gonna leave me with the Jets. Okay, I am going to take. Why does Jeremy Ruckert have props? Is Tyler Conklin out?
I don't know.
Man, I want to take A-Rod's passing, but the weather, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Garrett Wilson, 61 rushing, lock that, or 61.5 receiving, lock that in. He got 100 yards last time. I know it could be bad weather, but I still like that. Chef in the building, what's up, my guy? Shout out to you. He says, good morning, everyone. So hungover, not functional. You can just log into my sleeper and set my lineups. My brain is broken. What did you do last night, Chef, bro? Let me hear the story. Glower.
Hi, Chef.
What's up, guys?
You want to hear the most annoying sound on the planet, Chef?
PPR flex, Pacheco or Adam Thielen. I love both these plays.
Thielen.
Still Thielen for me, but man, I think Pacheco finds the end zone this week. I do.
Yeah, I mean, I think Adam Thielen also does, for what it's worth.
Cowboys, though, they give up a ton of yards, but they're not giving up a lot of pass touchdowns, right? Let me pull this up. Yeah, Cowboys are doing really well against the touchdown. They just give up a ton of yards and targets and receptions. Thielen's not a big body red zone threat. You like him for a touchdown and Pacheco?
I like Pacheco for a touchdown too. I like them both for a touchdown, but what separates them, especially PPR format, is the amount of volume he's going to get. So I'm leaning Thielen there.
I could see that as well. You don't think Pacheco sees 20 touches? I think he sees 20.
Even if he does see 20 touches, I think we can easily see 10 receptions, 12 receptions from Thielen plus a touchdown, which is way better than 20 handoffs, maybe 2 receptions, a couple of receiving yards in shitty weather with volatility of a touchdown.
Okay.
Pacheco's more touchdown dependent, right? And we cannot bet 100% that we love Pacheco to score a touchdown because he's still, ramping up slowly. And even though the ramp up is a lot faster than it has been, I'm still leaning Adam Thielen here. I could be wrong. I 100% could be wrong, but the process is perfect.
Yeah, he's had 6 points, 8 points. His snaps went up 11%, but his touch has doubled.
Yeah.
So I mean, he did not get as much work, but he still got a lot more usage. Which
100% a running back will score a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. EB says Jay Seasons, Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, Bucky, Tracy need one wide receiver, one flex. I'm not starting Tracy this week, so it's obviously Bucky for the running back. Oh no, never mind. It's a flex. Okay. Oh, I'm going Jay Season and Amari Cooper. Who do you like here? You like Bucky over Mike Evans, Jay Season, or Amari Cooper?
No. I mean, I will say it's Amari Cooper and Jackson Smith and Jacob, but I also love
Mike Evans.
Love Mike Evans. So
I like all three. Yeah, that's the tough part. Peanut butter jelly. What's up, my guy? Still debating Brees or Rashad White. That's the situation we are in the fantasy football playoffs right now. It's crazy. I don't know if I trust Brees. Everything looks great. Even with rain, it looks better. More running. Like, how much use is he going to get? I don't know. Bucky's also banged up. You know, Rashad White could see more.
Brees.
You going Brees?
Yeah, I mean, PBJ has been so loyal and so good to us. He's not one of those guys that's going to absolutely like rip us apart on Twitter because we were wrong and we gave him a definitive answer. He's asking for a definitive answer. I went through the entire process. Player studs.
All right, play Brees. Let's roll. I'll rock with it. I'm starting Brees in one league as well. So I mean, I'm a little nervous about it. Oh my God. Isazon Silva, you have to find a way to get Drake London and Cortland Sutton in your lineup, both of them. I want to hear the rest because I have both these guys in the top 10 this week. And that's must start wide receivers. Charlie says, plus, I really don't have any other options over Myers besides McLeod and Tillman since Joku is out. Then you have to roll with it. I mean, you can't start Ray. None of that. Thoughts about Jonathan Taylor from Mambo? You have to start JT, especially off the bye. Have to. I mean, it depends on who you're, not starting him or not, benching him against here. John Doe says Bates or Lutz. You have to go with the game. I know you get the extra, yardage or whatever you want to say at Mile High Stadium for your kicks, but I'm going with the game that's over under that could be 80 points. I mean, give me Jake Bates for sure. Start BTJ or DJ Moore. That's DJ Moore easy for me. I think you agree with that as well. Full PPR, Aaron Jones or Brian Robinson. I like Brian Robinson a ton this week, Eric. Gio says PPR, one flex, Monty, Pacheco, JC's, and BTJ. I'm going to go Monty there. You have to. Shootout game potential. I really love JC's and Pacheco too, but Monty's upside is too high for 2 touchdowns this week. PPR, two wide receiver, 1 running back. Brees, Warren. You have to go Brees. London has to be a start. He's an absolute smash play this week. And between Neighbors, BTJ, and JMO, I'm going to go Neighbors, even though I don't love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to play the total there and go with JMO because, like, Neighbors is going to get...
JMO was my other call, yeah.
Like, Neighbors is going to get a lot of... Yeah, I'm going to go Neighbors. Your assessment's bang on there. I'm not going to change
and then he says, PPR, 1 running back, 1 flex. I'm going JT, and I'm going... Oh my God. JT, Bucky, Adam Thielen, DK, BTJ.
Wow. George Troyon gave you $9.99 and gave me $4.99. I'm kidding. I'm being so ungrateful. George, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for being so supportive, man. Honestly, you're incredible.
George with the $9.99 holler. I see that. Thank you, my guy. It means the world, brother. This is a tough one, man. Pick 1 running back, 1 flex. So Bucky or JT, I'm going JT because Bucky's banged up. If I'm going in a flex between Bucky, Adam Thielen, DK, I'm going to sit BTJ. So Bucky, Adam Thielen, and DK. I like Thielen, but I think DK is due to pop.
I'm going to listen. DK is the ceiling play. Thielen is the right and safe play.
Okay, I agree with that. I mean, DK's been up and kind of down lately, not even up and down. So Broncos defense or Bucks. So this is what I was trying to say, like in my videos and all that stuff I put out about the Bucks defense. They have an amazing schedule, but they have a terrible defense. So I do not like the Bucks defense, even in good matchups. Give me the Broncos with a chance of Anthony Richardson throwing picks. Brees or Ramondre Stevenson. This is where we're at in week 15.
Brees.
Oh my! You're giving me the confidence still in Brees. I like it. I don't have it yet. I do not feel comfortable starting Brees yet. But if Brees over Ramondre, the matchup is great versus the Jags. I just don't know how it's going to look. I'll still go Brees.
I'm considering putting Brees in as my last pick here as my flex play. I have if Travis Kelce does well, I have the winning lineup. It really comes down to my flex, and my options are Jonathan Taylor, Brees Hall, James Cook, DK Metcalf, or AJ Brown, and I also have Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, I like that. But you're riding high on that Eagles thing. I'm a little
I know. I mean, like Jalen Hurts is the right play, right? If AJ Brown is available in round 8 as my flex play, I'll do it. I'll do it because the ceiling is there, and you want to double up on the stack. So,
right.
I mean, Brees.
I mean,
I think
if it hits, no one's gonna have it. That's the good thing, right?
yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't say
Really,
no one. I'd say
so I
less.
have Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Amon-Ra in the 3rd round,
Yeah,
Travis
that's
Kelce, Terry McLaurin, Jalen Hurts, David Montgomery.
yeah. I like Monty a lot too. He's gonna
So
smash.
if I'm playing the stack game, AJ Brown makes the most sense unless he gets sniped here. So this is the winner. I feel it.
I like it. So we got about 20, 30 minutes left, guys. Fire all your questions. We're going to go through the rest of the games here with one pick 'em we like each. Thank you for the follow, Emilio. I see you in there. And we're talking so much here. We're falling behind on the games. Who do you like from the Saints Commanders game here? One
Nothing.
lock, any team.
AJ Brown just got sniped. We'll go with James Cook.
You like Terry McLaurin receiving yards?
I love Terry McLaurin receiving yards, so that's the one I would consider. But other than that, like it's so volatile. I'm choosing and refusing to bet on that game.
Okay, well I'm gonna do one anyways to generate $5. I'm going to go. I'm gonna go with Alvin Kamara receiving yards at 31. So 31 for Alvin Kamara, 66.5 for Terry McLaurin. That's going to be our locks for that game. And I really do not like that game at all. That's just me throwing out a bet for the Saints that I do not like this week at all. So you don't have to pay attention to that one or follow that one at all because it's super hard to bet on these Saints right now in this game.
A lot of overlay in the splash right now and a little bit in the whale. So if I was you, because you got a lot of pick'em tickets out there, I would start smashing some splashes because there's going to be a lot of overlay.
You want to hop in here to one?
I'm already in one. Like I'm queued up. So
I'm going to hop in the Sunday splash right now. Just 2 of 5.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys want to hop in, we are on Drafters. You can use code SLEAZE, match your deposit up to $100. Got to catch up with the chat here. Savage says start 3 PPR. Oh wow, it's filling up that fast. Okay.
Yeah, because the overlay opportunity is incredible. Like I'm literally queuing up in 3 of them.
I'm the first pick too. Oh man. Okay.
Okay. I'm almost in 3 right now, so I'm definitely in 2, but the 3rd one's about to fill as well.
Got you. He says start 3 full PPR. Jefferson. You got to start Jefferson no matter what. Higgins, Neighbors, Thielen, Devonta Smith. I'm going Jefferson, Neighbors, and Thielen in this matchup. No Cap Mac in the building. What's good, my guy? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here, man. What's your opinion on this one? Cooper, Marv, Devonta Smith, or Tracy? I don't trust Tracy. I don't even think he's going to see that many carries at Baltimore, even with the 0.2 points per carry. I mean, he might see 10 to 12 carries, so give you, 2 points right there extra. I'm definitely going Amari Cooper and Marvin Harrison on this one. Or if it's on this one too. If it's pick 1, I'm going Amari Cooper. If it's pick 2, I go Cooper, Marv, then Tracy, Devonta Smith. I don't really like Devonta Smith this week at all. Conklin is out. His wife are at the hospital having a baby. That's why Wrecker's in there. Got you. Good update. No cap. Who is the start? Broncos defense, Buck defense, Panthers defense. Definitely the Broncos for me there. Tyler Conklin is out indeed. I love that movie. I had a work Christmas party. Convinced 20 of my coworkers to come do karaoke. We closed out the bar, and God took us all home safely. The chef is hurting right now. I'm going to catch up real quick with all the questions as fast as we can. If you have like a disagreement, Disco, hop in anytime. Cowboys don't have Diggs, though. He is, but I still like the Cowboys defense for a touchdown in this game. I just have that feeling they're going to get that either fumble, sack, strip, pick. Yeah, I like the Cowboys.
Hold on. What did you say? I'm going to need you to stand on business.
For what? Cowboys D?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a gut feeling. I just have a feeling the Cowboys come back after the last week playing. They played the Bengals good, and that's probably one of the best offenses in the league. So I'm not against it. I'm gonna go Joe Mixon as my Barkley or Mixon.
Jamar Chase, no matter what. Don't disrespect me.
In the rain?
I don't care.
Yep. All right. Let me keep catching up here as we go through this draft. I do like the Cowboys D. I really have this gut feeling that it's gonna be Micah Parsons. They're gonna get after Bryce Young. It's gonna be an ugly game for him. I'm really struggling with this Hubbard A-Chain start decision. The upside for Hubbard. And bad matchup for HN. Dude, HN is never a bad matchup, Eric. He hasn't been rushing either way. The Dolphins' offensive line is shot. Teron Armstead is out. Where HN thrives is in the passing game, and he's gonna be a smash play in a shootout game in a dome. You get all the fast guys on this dome turf. They're gonna actually be an electric game to watch today.
He's never a bad play. It's just tough to bet on him this week.
I would definitely try and get both these guys in my lineup, though. Who else are you sitting right there? Would be a question.
Love Chuba.
I do love Chuba this week as well. That feeling when Diggs' knee surgery is tomorrow. I'm honestly surprised you guys are high on Thielen with Coker back. I feel like he's going to lose some touches due to him. I don't think Jalen Coker's going to touch much of Adam Thielen. HN is always a must start. 100%. HN is my guy. George, thank you for the $10 holler again. George with another $1.99. You're an absolute goat, bro. Mean the world. Thank you. My opponent. George says my opponent is starting QB Love. I already had Kupp and Jennings go. You're in a massive hole. Need one flex, Jerry Jeudy or Jaden Reed. If you're in this much of a hole, I'm going Jaden Reed. I know Jerry Jeudy could have a big game, but the weather scares me away from his big game there. And I'm going Jonnu Smith for the upside play. If you need the big boy plays, you have to go for the ceiling of Jonnu Smith and Jaden Reed here. Who do you like there?
I like your assessment.
Okay. Just hop in whatever you got a disagreement here. I'm a little behind.
You might get your H in here with Jamar.
I would not take him right here.
You wouldn't take H in here?
I am going to take him here. I lied.
Jahmyr Gibbs is still available too.
Jahmyr Gibbs. What are your top 5 anytime TD scorers this week? Disco will love this one. He just put a tweet out. If you want to pull that tweet up and add it to the share screen, I will pull that up for you.
I'm in 3 drafts, sir. I'm not doing anything other than drafting right now.
How far away is that tweet from your thing? I'll pull it up.
Oh God, maybe
tertiary bounce back. So if you guys aren't following the Big Draft Energy on Twitter or on YouTube, make sure you do. Take 1 second, type it in on Twitter, smash a follow. Drops amazing content. This is him right here on the show. Obviously, you're looking at him in the flesh. I'm trying to find his anytime TD tweet. This guy tweets like a freaking nightmare and retweets everything. So I can't ever. Okay, here we go. Anytime touchdown from each game. I'm going to pull it up right now. We'll remove this real quick. Add a new screen here. Hang on.
Crazy. I'm doing so much right now. Okay. Devon HN will invest there.
So make sure you go click a follow on Big Draft Headquarters, Big Draft Energy. This is every game his favorite. He does a lot of research behind the scenes. This is not just him calling out touchdowns. This is perfectly done information fantasy football analysis right here. So he likes Derrick Henry from the Giants, Chase Brown for Tennessee, anytime touchdown, Chuba Hubbard versus Dallas, Xavier Worthy versus Cleveland, Joe Mixon is a smash touchdown. I'm on the clock. Hang on.
So I will say my favorite ones: Chuba, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and then last one would be
Terry McLaurin, James Cook, Javonte Williams, Trey McBride.
I'm trying to give them like 100% anytime touchdowns, right? Because some of these have extra juice.
Okay, I do like Saquon Barkley a lot. I mean, that's a given. They've been hemorrhaging.
Jake Ferguson.
Ooh, okay. Carolina gives up a ton there as well. I like that also. I'm not going to go against that one. Where am I at here? Okay, pull this back up. Let me catch back up here. Thank you for the super chat again, George. You're an absolute goat. JT or Pollard? I'm still going JT over Pollard. Cincinnati's not bad versus the run, but Pollard's explosive, but still give me JT for the touchdown upside. Mauricio says Kyle Pitts or Mark Andrews. I actually have Kyle Pitts ranked higher. I know he's very scary play right now. Kirk Cousins has been absolutely lost, but the matchup is so damn good versus the Raiders, and they hemorrhaged so much to the tight end. I got to go Kyle Pitts, even though it's really, really sketchy. Pacheco or Ridley at flex. I like Pacheco a lot over Ridley. I think the touchdown upside is higher. Who do you like there? Pacheco, Ridley, Pacheco. Hopefully the matchup, Brees can break a big one. Dude, tell me that Brees will break a big one, PBJ. Just feed me the information, please. Keep the questions coming, guys. We got a draft going. I'm going to get another drafters thing up here as we're going. We'll just crank them all out. I want to know what you like from the next game, Disco. Let's lock in another one here.
Just tell me
we are on to the Bills Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna say over 10.5 for longest reception for David Montgomery is an absolute lock for me.
Okay, I'm gonna go do. It's gone.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go over the receiving yards for Amari Cooper. Last I checked, he was at 3.5 receptions. JSN. Don't tell me auto. Okay, no, I actually picked that one. Okay, good.
Oh, we're going upside plays here. All right. Which one? Amari Cooper 3.5. Okay, leaves me with a Lion. Okay, I am going to take Amon-Ra 68.5. I think that's free money. And then I'll cover all these picks that we went through chat game by game here as we go. I just want to finish the rest of these games so we get them all out of the way, and we'll save Sunday Night Football. And then I'll get all the questions rolling here. Moving on to the next game here, we have Colts, Broncos, number one lock. Fired at me. What you got?
Colts, Broncos. I'm going over Michael Pittman's receiving yards.
Over Michael Pittman at 43.5. That's really low for him. I like that. If I'm taking a Bronco prop, I can't. God, there's no receptions for him. That's rough. Okay. 16.5 rush. I don't like that. I'm going to go Cortland Sutton over 70 yards. We're going to lock both the receivers in, Cortland Sutton and Michael Pittman. I love the matchups too much. Last pick, I'm at the flex here. Oh, baby. Fall to me. Fall to me with Brian Robinson. Let's hop in another one while we're at it.
I got two that are about to finish, but yeah, you're a lot higher on Brian Robinson this week than I am.
I like Brian Robinson a lot.
I know you do.
Okay. Into the next drafts. Actually, let's go here. Let's back this up. Let's go to the pick'ems here. Okay, I think we got one game left here. And if you guys want to know any of the picks, let me know. I can even drop them in the Discord if you want as well. We're on to your Patriots game. Patriots, Cardinals. What's your lock here?
Over on Drake May's longest rush.
Over on Drake May's longest rush at 13.5. I love that. I do love James Conner rushing. Marvin Harrison's a little sketchy there. Everything Trey McBride is screaming to me. I'm taking his receiving yards, locking that in. And then let's go. I think we have one game left here below that game.
Fuck.
Let's see here. We have Eagles, Steelers, one lock. Fire it.
Over on Saquon's rushing yards.
At 99? Woo! Okay. I like that. If I have to take a Steeler, I'm going Pat Freiermuth. I love the matchup. I'm locking that in.
Oh my God. I can't type right now.
Let's see. I think is that all the games before the Sunday night game, or is it not? Let's see here.
Yeah, I guess Alvin Kamara is the one I got there.
Okay. Chargers, Bucks, fired at me.
Over on Jalen McMillan's receiving yards.
Ooh, 31. I like that. That's sneaky. I am going to take Justin Herbert's passing yards 247 and lock that in. And then I think we're down to just Sunday Night Football, and then we'll cover Monday night. And I don't know if I'll be here Monday night for the show, by the way. We're going Christmas tree lane and stuff with the family.
That's fine.
Seattle, Green Bay, fire one. Who you got? We're not to the game. This is Sunday Night Football.
Over on Zach Charbonnet's receptions.
It's only receiving yards.
What's it at?
29.5. That's high.
I'd rather go over DK Metcalf's receiving yards.
DK's at 61.5. I like that. I'm going to take longest reception for Jaden Reed at 20.5. I think he's going to break one and get back in this game. And that covers all of those. I'm on the clock here. I'm the number one pick again. I'm going to just take the monster on this one. Okay, let me catch up with chat, guys. Sorry, we had to get all the picks in. I'm going to fly through these. You got about 10, 15 minutes here. We'll answer everything you got. Jordan says, last question I posted, half PPR, 12-man team league. Okay. Hawkinson and Laporta, we've talked about this. We love them both. Laporta, huge upside play over Hawkinson. For me, though, Hawkinson's a safe play. I do not like Harrison Butker in the weather game. Give me Lutz there. I really liked Butker before the weather popped. Savvy says, Jets, Cincy, or Jags D. I'm definitely never playing the Jags. They should never be an option. They're terrible. I'm going Jets here. I don't know if I like Cincy. I'd go Jets.
Jets is like 100% the only right answer.
Right, yeah. Start Waddle over Jacoby. Yes, I like Waddle a lot this week. Emilio says, keep up the great work. I need a flex. I'm in deep shit. Tank Dell, Worthy, Elijah Moore, Javonte Williams. It's between Tank Dell and Worthy for me. Who do you like in that situation?
I'm gonna go with the like I love Worthy.
The safe dome game.
Yeah, I'm going with Tank Dell.
Tank Dell. That's what I was thinking as well. Lad or Neighbors, or do I go Brees from Anthony? Whew. I mean, Lad and Neighbors have such good matchups. Neighbors has terrible QB play. Brees, we don't know. I'm still gonna say Brees though. It's too hard to say your number one pick, man.
Brees, play your studs.
Right. Thank you for the subscription, Emilio. Welcome to the channel, my man. Means the world. D-Hop, Jaden Reed, or Gus? I'm going Jaden Reed here. And I know he gave you a 0, and I know it's a panic. Who you going there?
Same.
I'm going to go James Conner here. And I'm going to go CeeDee Lamb here. I'm going to switch it up. I agree with that as well. Digging the love for my Panthers guy, Thielen, dude, he's going to pop this week again. I feel it again. He's on fire. Need 3 for flex. Frying with Mooney, Najee, Isaiah Davis, Tracy, MHJ, BTJ. For me, this is going to be MHJ, Mooney, and Najee, I guess. I don't really like Najee a lot this week, but if I have to, I'm not flexing at 2 tight ends. I don't like that at all. I'd definitely go Najee, MHJ, and Mooney, I think. Who do you like there?
Same.
Commies or Atlanta, I'm going, oh man, Atlanta versus the Raiders with Ritter's enticing, but I still would rather, play against Jake Hayner, who doesn't have any experience out there. Start 2, Higgins, Ladd, Judy, Mooney. I'm going to go Ladd, and I'm going to go Judy. Do you like Higgins over Ladd or Judy?
I'm just going to advise you to go back-to-back running backs here. There's 3 really good running backs available.
I'm not even really paying attention. I'm going Fuba. I already got Jameer last time. I'm going to go Gibbs or Jacobs because he's on fire. Would you all start this week Hurts first Pitt? Would y'all consider this week Hurts first Pitt good game? I don't. I don't like Hurts this week. It's the lowest I've ranked him all week. Disco is riding with the Hurts AJ Brown bounce back game, which I'm not against. I don't think he's going to have as big a game as he normally does. I don't think his ceiling's that high in this game. Thank you for the super chat again, George. Dropping bombs all day means the world, bro. That's like $12. Thank you. I'm starting Bijan and Jacobs, sitting Pacheco. Thanks, guys. You have to start Bijan and Jacobs over that for sure. Would y'all consider Hunt versus Pitt a good game instead of the week of Lamar versus Pitt matchup? Nervous about, dude. Pitt holds QBs to under 14 points on the year. That's their average. That's why I really don't like Hurts, but he always gives you that tush push upside. MHJ or Flowers. I do not like Flowers this week, JJ. It's not like I don't like Flowers. I don't like the game script. We've talked about this a couple times. Disco doesn't like the game script either. We're staying away from Zay Flowers this week if we can.
Well, we could be wrong.
Could be wrong. I mean, he could get a 70-yarder in the first play, right? But if they get ahead by 14 points in the first, 2 quarters, how much Zay Flowers do you think you're going to see? I don't think a lot. Ferguson hasn't scored a TD all year. He is not. He is due. This matchup is great versus Carolina Panthers. I really hope he does. I need an upside play here, huh? Josh Allen, let's stack. I gotta ride my stack. And then if I have to, and I do like him, I'm gonna go Waddle. Okay, I'm gonna catch up quicker. Evan, Charbonnet, DJ Moore. It's Charbonnet for me here. He's balling too much right now. Higgins or Judy. I would say Judy, but the weather, it looks terrible, so I'm barely gonna lean Higgins. I'm gonna go Judy still over Higgins. Who do you like, Judy or Higgins?
Judy.
I'm still gonna go Judy. B-Rob or Charbonnet. I love them both. You got to find a way to get them both in your roster. I'd still take Charbonnet over B-Rob right now. He's on fire. Otten or Kincaid, or pick up Akins. I'm gonna say Kincaid. I don't like Otten versus the Chargers. Akins is really, really sleeper play. I did post it on Twitter, and the matchup, everything, Chiefs are 32nd across the board, but I'm still kind of staying away. That's like a sleeper play as it gets, is Jordan Akins. Emilio says half PPR wide receiver 2 and flex. DK, Marv, Tracy. Definitely DK. I do not like Tracy this week. I go Marv and DK there. Tight end, I'm going Pat Freiermuth. You're going to look at your phone right now, and it's going to say.
I'll be right back. I got a tinkle.
Go ahead. It's going to say red for Philly, right? But Philly is actually really bad versus the tight end over the past couple of weeks here. So I don't have a lot of worry there. I'm going to go with Jake Ferguson here as well. We'll make it fire away here. Got about 5-10 minutes left, and I got to set 18 freaking, or sorry, not 18. I only have 13 playoff rosters, so I got to check it out here in a second. What's good, Andre? London, Dowdle, or Cook for my flex spot. London is a top 10 wide receiver play, but Dowdle is my running back 6. I am not sitting Rico Dowdle this week at all. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Eric. Pollard or JT? I like JT. Do I start Braylon Allen or Jerome Ford from Chef? God, that is as tough as it gets, man. I mean, when you look at the Browns, you got Nick Chubb playing 30% of the snaps. He hasn't done shit. Kansas City's so good at stopping the run that I think Jerome Ford could see a lot of work in a bad rain weather short passing game because they're not going to run a lot. But Braylon Allen could also fall in the end zone. We don't know how the usage is going to be with Breece Hall. I'd probably take the safe play in Jerome Ford because I just don't know how it's going to look. And Isaiah Davis, 50-50 split with Braylon Allen. So we don't even know if Braylon Allen is the second guy. So how's that going to look? I'd stay away from Braylon Allen if I could. I do like Jonnu over Zay Fry. I do not like Zay this week in the matchup at all. Are you coming over here, Fry? What are you doing today? Or Bigsby? Ooh. I'm going Bigsby just for the volume play. I do not like Bigsby, but if I had to choose between Braylon Allen, Bigsby, and Jerome Ford, I'm going to take the touches and take Bigsby, right? Who do you like there, Disco?
What's the question?
Braylon Allen, Jerome Ford, or Tank Bigsby? Got to go with Tank Bigsby in the volume, no?
Braylon, touchdown.
Why?
Equity. Touchdown equity.
Even though Isaiah Davis saw goal line touches? And now you got Breece back.
Isaiah Davis is probably going to go down to like 25% share. Breece is probably going to be like...
He's in chat right now. I asked him.
Breece is going to be like 40.
Natalie's asking if you're coming over Friday.
I have dog presents for you.
Whoa! $50 holler from my guy Emilio. Means the world, my guy. Thank you. That is the biggest donation this stream has had, and it comes on the fantasy football playoff day. Absolute GOAT, man. Thank you so much. Everything that we put out here, guys, it's all to help you guys out, so that helps me out a ton. Means the world. Thank you so much, man. Nathan says, morning, guys. Please, I know you're a Ridley guy over Neighbors. Is Big Draft thinking the same thing? He never likes Ridley, man. He never likes Ridley. It's crazy to me. I don't understand it. I mean, Ridley saw 12 targets last week, and he still doesn't like Ridley. It's crazy. He says he's coming over soon, babe. But I honestly, Neighbors, Ridley, right here, man. It's like right there, like 51-49. I'd take Neighbors for the more volume, just because Levis popped his shoulder. Oh, he says it's pesos. Let's make it dollars. Either way, brother, that means the world, man. Thank you. I thought it was a $50. I don't know what. Oh, MX. I got you. No worries. So we got 3 minutes left, guys. Any questions you have, anything you want to touch on, make sure you guys go smash my guy a follow. He was live this morning. I was at the gym. He was doing all his content. It was amazing to see. Here's the link. Go smash my guy BigDraftEnergy a follow on YouTube. He streams all the time. And make sure that you also check out the Knowledge Bomb information that he drops every single day on Twitter as well. Put both links in there. Take 1 second. Make sure you go in there. Make sure you smash a like, smash a subscription. Amazing co-host. Anything you want to drop in there, BD?
What the hell? 499 pesos? You are ridiculous, sir.
What? How much is 499 pesos?
I don't know. I'm Canadian. We don't even look at pesos.
Another don't know, but I don't know how to convert it. Thank you. Let me see. I don't know how many pesos. That's $25. Okay. $25 holler from my guy. Absolute GOAT. Means the world, brother. Thank you so much. It's not that much. Every little bit helps, man. Everything is amazing. You guys are absolute GOATs. This community is one of the best. We got 2 minutes left or 1 minute left. BDE, drop whatever you want on the way out, and let's get into week 15. Let's get the playoffs going. I need to set my lineups. You got anything you want to drop at the end here?
Yeah, sign up on Drafters using promo code SLEAZE. Get in on the fun, guys. We got the playoff best ball tournament coming up. We've been doing a bunch of those drafts. There's going to be an overlay
next week to do more of those.
Yeah, 100%. I got you. And yeah, man, Drafters is the only place to be. I'm queued up in another one right now, by the way.
How about this on the way out? I got 1840 left. What's your number one lock of the week?
I want to say Chuba over his receiving yards.
Chuba over the receiving. Okay. My number one lock of the week is going to be Calvin Ridley's receptions.
Oh my God, I'm fucking disgusted.
And I'm going to lock this in at 1840.
You are gross.
There's our last bet of the week.
I hate that you said that, and I'm reconsidering our friendship.
let me crush these last questions real quick before we head out. Miguel, start Rashad White or Pollard. I like Pollard.
I like White.
Flex, and would you flex any of them over McConkey? Ooh.
Yes, Rashad White and Pollard.
Yeah, I'd take both running backs here as well. Chef says that's exactly why Mexico is a great place to go on vacation. The dollar is stronger. I've been to like 6 or 7 places: Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, Cabo. Jesus, we went to the very end tip. I forget the name of it. We were hammered the whole time. I don't remember where we were at. Dave says, "Who do I start? Ridley, DK, MHJ, DJ Moore." For me, this one's DJ Moore. And
he said start to DK and Moore.
DK and Moore for me here. Steph says, I just went over on Zay yards, Ridley over reception, Mixon, Dowdle, Hubbard over rushing yards. I love all those, and Thielen over that. I just don't like Zay. It's the only one I don't really trust, but you could be right. I could be wrong. I mean, he could get that in one catch, right? But
it makes sense.
He's going to see 4 targets. I don't think he's going to see a lot of volume in the game because I think the game script is bad. But again, guys, thank you guys for hanging out this morning. Thank you for all the super chats. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the likes. All of you guys are absolutely amazing. One of the best communities, BDE, one of the best co-hosts there is. Make sure you go smash my guy a like. One last question here for Daggers. Half PPR, Zach Ertz, Hunter Henry. Give me Zach Ertz. And that is it. Week 15 is here. I will not be live tomorrow for the recap. We have a Christmas show with the family. I think Disco, you could, do your Monday recap, whatever you want if you're drafting. Make sure you check out his page. He'll be live going over everything we covered, where we hit, where we missed. And then I'm out, guys. Week 15 is here. Good luck at all your matchups, and let's get to that second round, baby.